Short answer, yes, absolutely. Look, I'm not one for hitting the panic button, going crazy, screaming SOS from the rooftops after 3 games. But dude, this Vancouver Canucks situation, it's an emergency, man. There has to be something to get done here because this is really not working out at all. And yes, of course, with a lot of teams, you can attribute it to being simply a slump. They'll get out of it. The situation is in this room. It's in-house. You hear that from players all the time. But dude, I'm seeing so much bad play from the Canucks. And look, give them credit. The last couple of games here, they've come out and they've started well. And even, I would say, from beginning to end, they haven't played terrible. But the problems are the turnovers, the penalties, and the lack of focus and confidence from this Vancouver Canucks club. And look, now the question becomes, when do you fire Jim Benning? Like, of course, if they go on this miracle run and they start rattling off wins, then you consider keeping him. But he is really on the hot seat. And people are saying that it's going to be him before Travis Green. And I'm hearing rumblings that maybe during this homestand, we might see Jim Benning get the boot from the Vancouver Canucks. And don't hold your breath on Travis Green if anybody is there because, dude, he's been a great coach. He's turned the whole culture around in Vancouver. He is not going anywhere, at least not before Jim Benning. And I agree with it as a move because to me, if the Canucks wouldn't have gone on that magical playoff run last season, Benning would have been gone, in my opinion. I think he's made a ton of either mediocre or bad moves, so he's taken a lot of steps back with the team, and this was just the last straw. I mean, keeping Virtanen, but getting rid of Toffoli, letting Markstrom walk, getting rid of Troy Stecher, who is absolutely doing awesome in Detroit. Like, just bad moves like that. Same thing with Chris Tanev as well. But if you ask me, I think really if the Canucks get absolutely blanked by the Flames on this homestand, or maybe just in the series, okay, like the one game in Calgary, if they lose that too, I really do think Benning gets the boot most likely. And then that's not going to be it for the Vancouver Canucks. That's only going to be the beginning because then when you get rid of Benning, you got to find a new guy, which, by the way, I want to hear in the comments down below who you think would be a good candidate to be the next Vancouver Canucks GM. And then you really start have to changing the players you have. Like, of course, we've heard a ton of trade rumors for Jake Virtanen, for Adam Gaudette as well. So look, these are pieces you might have to look at moving and thinking about the future because this year, dude, I mean, if they keep playing like this, I think it's a question of the team is just simply not good enough, okay? That's just what it is because even when they do end up giving quite a good effort, they just can't really do it in the North Division. And if they can't do the North Division, then they're probably going to get spanked in any other division or in any other season. So if you want to build this team for success in the future, and keep in mind, you're going to have to pay Pettersson, going to have to pay Quinn Hughes a pretty penny here. So whoever this new guy is going to be, look, the trade deadline is going to be busy for him because that's what you got to do. You got to try and improve your team for the future right now because you don't just want to build a winner for one time or a team that's going to barely squeak into the playoffs. No, you want to build a consistently good team. And that's the worry here. If you fire Benning mid-season out of nowhere and you don't have a proper replacement for him, then what do? Then you're really screwed because then you don't have a plan or nothing, okay? Would have been cool to see Brian Burke come back and take over control of the Vancouver Canucks, but that ain't happening. So, I mean, look, you need to have a guy that you know is going to be better than Jim Benning and who has a plan to fix this situation, this tire fire. And it's a really interesting situation because, yes, the Canucks need to retool their team here, but every year that boeser, Pettersson, Hughes don't get to the playoffs is another really precious, valuable year of their young careers wasted. So, dude, you just got to look down at McDavid in Edmonton and look at all the wasted potential for the past few years with the Oilers. And you do not want that to happen with Pettersson, boeser, and Hughes there. Because if you start building a losing culture, it carries over. And we saw that with Jordan Eberle, Taylor Hall, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So you really got to be careful here, and you make sure you send messages to them like, hey, this is not okay. This is a one-off. we're a winning team. But yeah, guys, Canucks fans, super interesting. I really want to hear from you guys on this one. Let me know what you think. Which pieces do you think you guys should trade looking to the future to improve your team? I'm seeing Luke Hughes all over the place here. But look, one of the biggest parts of a rebuild or retool, whatever you want to call it, is that you need to trade older assets for better, younger ones. So let me know who you think should be on the block. What should the Vancouver Canucks do here? Should they fire Benning right now or wait a little bit longer? And who do you think should be the new GM of the Canucks? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe for daily hockey content. See you in the next one.